right, we're back, and that's just Ryan Hardy coming in. My name is Sasha Specker. I'm sitting here in the booth with Babby Quinones. Welcome, buddy. And let's get you mic'd up good here. Get it nice and close to your mouth so all the people out there can hear you.
Thanks, my friend.
And yeah, what an awesome day.
Oh, what is this, the replay from Ryan?
This is actually not Ryan. This is Eder Luciano.
Already?
Wow, that was a pretty massive roll to open up that heat. Apologies for that. That is Eder Luciano with a good opening ride, and he's going to get some good scores for this. 2 rolls. That second one, nothing too special, but that first one is definitely going to push his score right up. And you can see the water patrol there just helping the guys out. Thanks for that, guys. Definitely making life easy and giving the riders a bit of a peace of mind, you know, having a ski out there.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, I'm going to be on camera. All right, guys. Sasha Specker, Babby Quinones.
What up, guys?
A trials powerhouse out here. He had a good finish in the trials, in the finals, and good performance throughout the event.
Thanks, my friend.
Just, you know, not everyone can win, unfortunately, but
I know. Ran out of luck.
It's awesome to be a part of this event and to be here in Arica, Chile. It's the 10th anniversary for the GoPro IBA Arica Chilean Challenge.
Okay,
which is it's an awesome milestone in bodyboarding to have an event like this, and especially on a day like this. The waves are pumping.
Waves are pretty big and not easy at all. Like, those rocks are really close. My heat was really pretty bad, and because of the high tide, you know, I couldn't ever really tell how close I was to the reef a few times, wanting to hit the lip. But
so, do you think? What do you think about the waves today, size-wise and quality? Give us a little bit of insight here.
It's pretty big. I never really thought they were gonna run it this big because of it's never really been too glassy today.
Yep.
So because of the size and it's pretty dangerous out there. Like
a lot of bump to deal with.
It's actually, like, I don't know how you call that, like 10 foot or.
I want to say 10 feet easy.
Yeah,
I've seen some sets out here that I
8, 10.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit bigger on a couple that the guys
I've seen. I just don't want to claim it.
Totally.
That big, but
I got no worries saying it's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
it's pretty big, so it's the guys out here.
To me, as close as I've been in a place like this is just Puerto Escondido, you know.
Yep.
But just knowing that the rocks are right there.
It's a bit different. Puerto Escondido, beach break.
The wetsuit.
El Gringo. You're just sitting here in a wetsuit a couple of feet away from the rocks and dealing with some serious, powerful South Pacific unloading.
Yeah, it's my first time here too, you know, like, so crazy. So hard to get comfortable to feel good with a wetsuit, you know. But these guys look like they do it every day, and they're doing pretty good. Eder Luciano has his first wave with 2 rolos, and they give him a 6.
That's a good score to open up with.
Right now, this is Pierre-Louis about to hit the lip. That was huge.
Pierre-Louis Costes just taking the drop, trying to roll off that left, and kind of landed in the barrel almost.
Yeah.
If he had maybe come out of that roll with some speed, he could have maybe come out of that barrel. I've seen him do some incredible things, and that would not have been out of the realm of possibility there. But Pierre-Louis Costes just pushing the limit. Here's a good replay. I like the angle too.
Oh my God, that's pretty solid, bro.
And
yeah.
Wow, that was a heavy landing.
That's a little bit too heavy right there for me.
Very well committed there from Pierre-Louis Costes.
Yeah, this kid does that every day, every wave. He doesn't care, you know.
That's regular for him. So, I mean, I'm sure we're going to see some more of that in the next few heats.
This is Blue Salas on the right.
Salas is also a trialist, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think he did 5 or 6.
Yeah, he did pretty good. So Salas just having a look.
He was one of the most dangerous ones in the trials for me, I think.
Yeah, for sure. He's a very talented bodyboarder.
Eder Luciano in another roll.
That's very similar to his first wave.
Yeah.
That roll there, and
just no more section to go, where to go.
Yeah. So Eder Luciano just kind of keeping busy, working on his scores. He's got a 6, and that's just going to be his second scoring ride that he can build on. So the Brazilian is here to stay. That's what he's trying to say. And he's definitely doing a good job of it. And Bobby, tell us a bit. Oh, actually, let's talk us through this.
Yeah, the waves are, like I said before, the waves are not easy. The waves are the right are longer.
Yep.
But I think I was more comfortable with the left. I was not able in a whole month to figure out the rights here.
Yep. So you've been here for a while then?
I've been here trying to get used to it.
Yep. Yep.
Trying to adapt. I was like 3 weeks only pulling, just carrying barrel, but not hitting the lip, not wanting to. I didn't want to get injured before.
Yep.
And then I just unlocked my.
Yeah, well, it's difficult on a day like this. You know, to hunt out barrels is a very difficult task. You know, so a lot of the guys have been having to go to the lip just to try and get some scores. You know.
Yeah, the first day I got here with a swell like this, and there's only a bodyboarder out, and it was too crazy. I didn't even want to paddle out the first day because nobody was telling me where the rocks were at. I got here and there was only like 3 locals like doing pull-ups in the bars and just saying, go for it. It's okay. It's normal. But other than that, it got cleaner. It got a little bit smaller. I started to get the feeling of the wave. You know, I think it's a okay wave. The wave is pretty simple, pretty good, but just the rocks when you get after the first barrel, you never know where you're at.
Pretty intimidating stuff.
Yeah, it is intimidating.
So on that note, I think we got a little snippet here, a little GoPro POV view coming up, and I don't know if we're going to talk you through this. Let's just see what it looks like, and we'll take it from there.
From who is it?
I think it might be Pierre-Louis Costes.
Whoa.
The view.
Oh, the backflip.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of off the back on a wedge, but that was some serious lofty stuff there from Pierre.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, he's going for, I think it was a little air forward or something.
That makes you move your neck, huh?
Yep.
That's the spinner.
Yeah, that's the air forward. That was crazy.
That was the sickest thing.
Wow, he's got a couple of clips going here. That's the view from inside the infamous El Gringo here in Chile.
That's
Arica.
his point of view from El Gringo.
That's the view, man. That is insane. That's what you were talking about, just going for the barrel. You know,
it's
you know what that looks like.
This guy is pushing the limits, and every time I see him, he's going bigger and bigger. It's kind of crazy what I've seen today from the top 24 guys, man. Today I saw Jeff Huber, like he tried to do a spinner that it was, I think he almost went for a 720 like on a forward, you know.
I was on the inside. I was getting caught inside by that wave, and it was straight in front of me. So I saw that thing firsthand. It was pretty impressive.
I have a pretty insane picture from it.
So on your screen right now, you can see the current situation. In first position, Eder Luciano with a 6-point ride and a 5.45. In second place, only 1 wave under his belt. It's Pierre-Louis Costes, 713.
They gave him a 713 for the Rolo?
It must have been something, maybe something else. I'm not too sure. Maybe they scored him as landed. I don't know. That is the score that is locked into our system. I trust the judges. These guys have been doing an excellent job throughout the week.
That's good.
So I think that is
I think they're rewarding. That's how they say it. They rewarded him like for the hitting at such a big lip or something. Is that how you guys call it in English?
So that is exactly what it is. It's being rewarded for that score. And I mean, the judges know what they're doing. They
for sure.
I leave this job in their hands. We're here to commentate. They're here to judge.
For sure.
Good job, boys. And, Israel Salas, he's only opened his account with a 2.75. Something just to put on the board. I know he's going to want to replace that later down the stage. While we wait for these guys to catch some waves, we've got a little clip coming up here, and it's a clip of you, baby.
Okay.
So I want you to talk us through this thing, and let's see what we got.
Stoked, huh?
That was during your heat, wasn't it?
I don't use the GoPro today.
A previous heat, yesterday?
Yeah, from the trials, I think.
Sick.
Or yesterday, maybe.
Yeah, what was that, round 1?
This
was
is round 1,
This was yesterday.
Yeah.
Look, you've had so many barrels, you don't even remember.
I'm trying to remember because of the lycra, like the collar of the vest, you know.
Yeah, you look pretty stoked after that one. That was a pretty good heat.
Oh, man, I'm always stoked to be in the ocean.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, that was amazing. Personal view from Bobby Quinones.
I'm stoked to have a sponsor, like having a sponsor for the IBA, you know, with the GoPro. I use them a lot. And it's a really big company that is, I think, is sponsoring the IBA for the whole year.
Yep.
And hopefully they keep supporting us. That's why we're all trying to use it as much as we can. In this contest, I couldn't use it too much because I was eating breakfast in the morning before the heats, and he was kind of putting me a little bit too much pressure. So I was just grabbing one wave and giving it to Igor.
Yeah, in the water.
In the water.
It seemed to work for you. I mean, you got some sick clips.
So yeah, I'm always stoked to see myself. You always get to see your own mistakes.
Exactly. You never get that view, so it's something unique for yourself, you know. That's awesome. And thanks for wearing that. You know, this is what the guys want to see. They want to see us riders wearing those things.
Thanks to you guys, man.
Giving us the view.
Stoked.
Awesome. So nothing's really changed out there. That's the situation that you can see. Excuse me. And Ed Luciano is still in the lead. And Pierre-Louis Costes is pretty hot on his heels here with a 7.13. I think once he gets a second score in, Eder Luciano is going to have to go back to the drawing board if he wants to stay in first position.
Eder Luciano is a really, really good competitor.
Yep.
From every contest I see him, he always gets to manage to find a good lip to hit the backflip and an ARS.
He's very dangerous.
Yeah, he's a really dangerous opponent,
And
this is Pierre-Louis right here, dropping in.
Let's see what he's got.
Looking for the lip. He does a pretty big backflip, and he lands it.
Wow.
That's going to be a next good wave for him.
Okay, so as I said, Pierre-Louis Costes, he has a 7.13 already. After this backflip, once the judges have locked in the scores, I think he's going to be in pole position.
Let me tell you something. I just noticed that he has a GoPro on.
Yep.
His first roller, we're going to see something pretty crazy.
I think so too. I think that first roller, you're going to see POV vision inside the barrel once he's landed, at least for a second or two. Look at that backflip.
This kid is pretty crazy.
So hard. And
I don't know how he always lands it.
I don't know how he manages to ride
out
of that.
It's like a piece of rubber.
So that was pretty impressive, and I'm sure the judges are going to like that. And on your screen, you know, these waves, they might not look that big, but if you notice, the lip is falling pretty slow. It's pretty big out there. And this view is a little bit elevated, so you're kind of looking down on the waves, and it doesn't quite do it justice. But if you're on the inside and one of these big ones is kind of standing up in front of you and you know, marching in out of that South Pacific, you know all about it. You've got your head down and you're paddling for your life kind of thing. And
I remember this, sorry that I interrupt, I remember this morning my girl telling me like, let's go boy, you know what you got to do. You know, you like the good waves, the big waves, and I'm like looking at her like, oh baby, like in my mind, like thinking like, I don't know if I feel that secure, you know, like these waves are pretty big. It was so high tide that we couldn't even paddle by the keyhole. The keyhole.
I saw it was hitting the wall on the inside here.
Yeah, we had to go through by the channel of the right. Like we had to like 10-minute paddle, 12-minute paddle. Like
wow.
I was looking those things by the channel. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know where I'm going to.
All right. So Pierre-Louis Costes in first place with a 7.13 and a 7.08.
Whoa.
So the judges definitely like that backflip. And Eder Luciano still waiting to get a third wave to try and improve his 5.45. And Israel Salas, he's just sitting with a 2.75. He's just, you know, he has to start again pretty much if he wants to stay in this. And, you know, what I was explaining earlier on was that camera angle when you're looking down. You know, these waves are big. You know, you and I, we've been out there today. We know what's going on. And for those of you at home, I'm going to explain how these camera angles work here with this webcast. In order for us to give you all the action, which is the guys taking off and riding the entire length of the wave, they kind of have to elevate the cameras a little bit so that they do look down on the waves. Because these waves are so big, the riders would actually disappear behind the wave in front, and we don't want that to happen. We want you guys to see everything from the moment these guys are paddling into the wave all the way until they kick off. And that is why they've had to elevate some of these cameras a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely don't even see the horizon when you're like in the shore, like about to paddle out.
When you're standing, exactly, that's it. When you're standing on the rocks.
That's when it gets you really nervous.
Exactly, right? Like your feet are wet, your hair is dry, and you know you're in trouble. So you can't see the horizon, the waves are coming in stacked, and that's the feeling that we're experiencing. You're getting this action, you know, firsthand through the webcast, but you're sitting on the couch, nice and warm, tucked in, and enjoying a nice warm cup of coffee.
On the heat before, I saw Mike Stewart. Like, I think he's one of the guys most comfortable in the in big waves, and I saw him all the time paddling and like paddling to the peat and looking to shore. Like he wasn't even sure where he was at. The riptide, that white water that you're seeing right now, it's pretty massive. It kind of sometimes helps you, but if the set is coming, you can't really move. And to see Mike Stewart looking to shore all the time, it it gives you
he was trying to line up with something to make sure he's safe.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a little bit of a lull in the action over here, and on the beach I have Yo-Yo with the previous heat winner.
And here we are with the winner of the round, heat number 6, round 3. This is Mr. Alan Muñoz. Alan, felicidades por el round. Y bueno, aquí estamos. Cuéntanos un poco, ¿cómo fue eso?
Fue una manga difícil porque las condiciones de la ola están un poco inciertas y conecté una buena izquierda y una buena derecha.
He said that it was a hard hit because the conditions were not very clear, and he connect like a good right and good left to make it through. Alan, dime una cosa, esta es una revancha con Mike Stewart, ya que él te había ganado antes y entonces tú estás cobrando. ¿Qué opinas de eso? ¿Cómo te sientes acerca de eso?
Mike es un competidor con mucha experiencia, esta ola la acomoda muy bien y siento que fui muy afortunado al haber, como tú dices, cobrado revancha.
I'm asking about because this is a revanche from Alan Muñoz against Mike Stewart, and he said that he's really happy and he did it with a lot of patience. Alan, una cosa más, Dino, ¿cómo te sientes tú al haberle ganado a tu ídolo, a Ryan Hart y a Mike Stewart y en estar en estas instancias del campeonato?
Muy feliz, pero hasta todavía no hay que celebrar, hay que mantener el foco y tratar de que la siguiente manga sea aún mejor.
We were just asking like how he feels, you know, because it's Alan Idols and he's in this instance of the comp. He said that he will be relaxed and is not celebrating until the end. Alan, well, congratulations, felicidades, and I hope to see you here again, ¿no? Te espero ver acá de nuevo.
Gracias.
¿Querías mandar algún saludo a casa?
Sí, a todos los amigos que siguen apoyando y que vienen aquí a ver a los, no sé, a todos.
Feliz Alan, felicidades, congratulations Alan Espinozas. We are back to you guys from the winner of the heat number 6, Alan Muñoz.
Gracias.
All right, thank you guys. That was Yo-Yo with Alan Muñoz. Congratulations to Alan Muñoz for an excellent performance in that last heat.
Yeah, that was a pretty big heat. Really hard. He had two of the best surf bodyboarders in history, you know?
Yeah.
Mike Stewart is a legend, so the kid was stoked to beat him because he felt like he lost in the last competition against him. This kid has a lot of talent. Like a week ago, he heard about there was a big swell going to La Cosa. This is a story I heard about the local photographers from here, and the kid just went all crazy to that place. They drove from here to Iquique, which is a few hours from here. That wave I saw it, I didn't even paddle out, not even once. Imagine the name, La Cosa. I think he got all anxious and he couldn't wait, not even for a good one. And the kid paddle and airdrop and ate it pretty bad. He has, I think he has a pretty bad elbow.
Yeah, I think I saw he had stitches in his elbow or something. It looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
So he'd been surfing this last heat
He's
with
been
an
all the
injury.
time with an injury.
Okay, wow. So that's even more impressive. I mean, he got a score of like 15 point something. I can't remember the exact details, but that was some serious scores that he posted, and in some seriously big and consequential waves.
And he's a local. He's a Chilean guy. So all the people from Chile must be really, really happy for him and try to keep cheering him up so he could keep advancing.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that the local crowd and the local supporters are down here, you know, spurring on those local guys like Alan Muñoz, who are definitely representing Chile in a big way, and they're flying the flag very high. So
I know it feels pretty good. I felt it before in Puerto Rico, so Aki must be really, really happy.
Yeah,
right
good for
now.
him. I love seeing that, and you know, taking down some big names. Well done.
Is he one of the top 24?
Alan Muñoz has qualified for the top 24. He is on the top 24 GSS this year.
Wow.
And yeah, he was in Hawaii and he was in Australia. He's a fierce competitor, man. When you get him in a heat, he's pretty on. He can do just about any move on any wave.
I saw the highlights that you guys had from him before starting the contest. This is Pierre. Sorry about that.
Pierre-Louis just coming into a bumpy one here.
Oh, he's gonna go for
off the
it.
bottom, little reverse in the pocket.
Insane, man.
That's maybe a safer option just to go off the back. I mean, that thing did look like it was going to close out. And
this is Salas right here on the right. Kind of medium wave. Pushes into a rollo.
Nice big roll, just a speed check turn. He's looking for another section here. Nah, he's getting
Not
nothing.
too lucky, yeah.
So, well, I mean, he's definitely improved the situation. That'll be better than a 2.75.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to get, but definitely improve on what he has. And he hasn't even got a second score, so he's definitely looking to build from here. And This is the second last heat of the round. Is that right? We're
This
in
is the what?
The second last heat. It's number
Yeah.
7. So we've got Pierre-Louis Costes, Eder Luciano, and Israel Salas in this heat. It's heat number 7 of round 3. And then the final heat will be Alex Uranga, Dallas Singer, and Dave Hubbard. I think this is going to be the final heat of the day.
Okay.
I think this wind is starting to show,
Let me.
but I will get the confirmation on that from the event directors in the next couple of minutes, and I'll fill you in. And Babi, Quinones, and myself are going to be standing in for this heat, and I'm pretty sure that you'll have your anchorman Eric Apple back here for that last heat, and give you a little rundown and unwind you from this day of action.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How does the points? How's the criteria for all of these different type of waves that you see today? Because you see some medium ones barreling, you see some bigger ones kind of bumpy. I saw Jared Houston on a massive wave. I was filming. I had to replay it like 3 times. I thought he was gonna get killed. He did the scorpion before falling.
I seen that. I saw that firsthand too.
I really want to understand. I'm part of. I really don't know how they're doing it. On my first wave, I thought I had a pretty good score. They scored me like 6.5. So I'm still kind of rookie, even though I've been in a few contests of the IBA. I really would want you to try to tell me how they reward maneuvers, if it's in the beginning of the wave, if they reward you when you finish with a rolo or in a last move in front of the rocks like Guilherme did it 2 years ago.
Yep. I think the criteria is if you want to, in a simple version maybe, is to definitely keep the most technical maneuver in the most powerful and critical part of the wave.
Okay.
And execute it with control and flow.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's a simple way of saying it.
Yeah.
There's obviously more smaller things that go into it, but for argument's sake,
it's for the public too. So
Exactly.
people that are watching,
Yeah.
I want them to not be like, oh my God, I thought this guy made it all.
Exactly.
Okay,
So it goes, and it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Today there's not going to be many barrels. It's pretty bumpy and tricky. So barrels are going to be scored pretty high. It's a very high risk that a rider is taking if he's going to commit to riding a barrel. And just on that note, here comes Pierre-Louis Costes. He's going to be looking for something on this ride. Could be something
He's
really big.
waiting.
And looks like he's going to release the rail here any moment. And just he was looking for that ramp, but it looked like it just ran into some deep water.
This is Eder right now.
Eder Luciano.
Looking for another good wave.
And he opts out of it.
Not
I think that just ran into some deep water off the reef. Didn't really offer much section or much steep face to work with. So it would have probably been a good call, especially with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. That is a good time to just test the waters one last time. And then from now, I think he needs to just hold tight and try and get a good wave in those last few minutes.
That's exactly why I don't go for rides. I don't know what they're up.
It takes time, man, to get back after a long ride.
I know.
And it's pretty easy to get caught inside or get caught off guard after one. So
I've just seen after my heat or 2 heats after, I started seeing the jet ski helping a few guys on the ride.
Yep.
So
with the priority system, the jet ski has been amazing because they're able to take the guys back into the lineup and they can still establish who has priority from who caught the last wave. So it just gives the riders more time to surf, the viewers more time to see action, and everyone gets a better chance of riding.
But it only happens on the right.
Yeah, well,
you could get really caught inside in the left,
and no one can help you out. Well, that's the choice you got to make as a rider. That is up to everyone's own abilities and own decisions to make. And I've just been told that the final heat of the day, which was meant to be heat number 8, is not going to run, and that means round 3, heat number 8, is going to be the first round of the next day of competition, the first heat of next day of competition. So stand by for that, guys. That is going to be what we're going to open up with next time. This heat that you're watching right now, Pierre-Louis Costes, Eder Luciano, and Israel Salas from Brazil, is the last heat of the day. And I have Eric Apple back here in the booth. I'm going to give him back to you right now because he's going to give you the rundown here of what's going to happen and what we can expect for the next couple of days. Thank you very much for listening to me, and thanks, Babby. I'll see you around, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you, Pa.
See you too, buddy.
I'll see you in the ping pong table again. Okay, so we still have here in this heat, it's Heat 19, Pierre-Louis still in first place. He has 14 points, 21. And Eder Luciano follows him with 11.45. Israel Salas is needing a pretty big score here. He almost needs like 4 points. So we got a little bit of time. I think it's like 3 minutes left, 3 minutes, 46 seconds, huh? Is that what it is? Is this the time right now, actually? We got Apple getting his stuff already.
All right, so I am back in action. Eric Apple, once again, your host for the IBA World Tour. And this is most likely going to be our final heat of the day. And who is this taking off in blue? Israel Salas.
Looking for a lip to hit. Hasn't been really lucky at all, but he's looking for that. Oh, he was not lucky. He's in the white water. That's pretty close to the rocks right there.
So let's get a lay of the land as we see Israel getting his third wave of the heat. In first place, PLC, former world champion with a 7.3 and a 7.08. As we're still watching, look at that, the last roll of Israel. In second place, Eder Luciano with 11.45. He needs a big score, 8.21, to take over first place. And in third, Israel Salas, who needs a 6.95 to move up into advancing position. And that wave may or may not have been there. It's going to be close.
It'll help him for the 2.775, but it's not going to be enough.
But we still have just about 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Not very much time for him to get all the way back outside into the lineup.
Probably if he gets help from the jet ski, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what's going on here in Arica, Chile. Now, the swell is predicted to get even bigger tomorrow, so we might not even be having a contest. So we have in red Pierre-Louis Costez, PLC, former champion. He's winning the heat, and look at this right-hander setting up for something. Is it going to get steep enough for him to do something?
Probably looking for a reverse.
Bobby, it just didn't do it for him. But with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, and now he loses priority, and look who was on the wave.
Eder Luciano on the next wave, dragging his legs, just waiting for a lip to come.
Is it going to be steep enough for him to do anything? And it really is just picking the right waves and finding that right section and being in the right place at the right time. Time is counting down for Israel Salas, the Brazilian. He needs a 6.95 if he's going to survive here at the Arica Chilean Challenge.
Is he already in the peak?
He's getting close. He is out there at the peak, actually. So, wow, time counting down. It's like that in a lot of these heats where it's close and it's within striking distance for the guy who's in last place, and it's just a matter if he can somehow pull it out. We saw in the last heat, Mike Stewart needed a 6.2, I believe. He had 5.75, and it was so close.
Yeah.
So close, and it was counting down to the last seconds. It was just waiting on the judges. Also, just so you guys know, like I was saying, Bobby, we might not even be going tomorrow. The waves are going to get bigger. We don't know if it's going to be able to hold. So tomorrow could be a lay day, and you could see us finishing on Saturday, or perhaps doing 2 short days on Saturday and Sunday. So bodyboard fans, make sure you check out IBAWorldTour.com for all of our latest updates, as well as our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram. We'll give you all of our updates and give you all the information so you can make sure to watch us live here in Arica, Chile. And that's going to be it for Israel Salas. His day is over.
They
Contest
stopped it,
is done. Unfortunate for him.
That's Dave Hubbard right there.
Unfortunate for him. So
they stopped the contest because of the conditions.
Eder was just looking to get a ride in. So that's going to be it for the day. We still have one more heat in round number 3. It's going to be Alex Aranga.
Are they going to hold?
No, not today.
Okay, because that was Dave right now paddling for that.
Dallas Singer and David Hubbard are still coming up, the last heat to go in men's round number 3. Then we will jump right into the 4th round, the quarters, semis, and finals. So it's great action to come still here at the 3rd stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour here at the Arica Chilean Challenge, presented by the Municipalidad de Arica, as well as Tomate Surf Shop. And we have to thank, of course, Mike Stewart Science,
for sure,
Movie Star, as well as Lon Airlines for supporting this event. So, guys, Make sure you stay tuned. Check us out, all of our social media and our website, IBAWorldTour.com. This is Bobby Quinones, the Puerto Rican sensation. I'm Eric Apple, your host for the IBA World Tour. We have some messages for you right now. We will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Check back with us. We'll give you an update.
Woo!
Tomate Surf Shop, presentador oficial Arica Chilean Challenge 2013.